Hello, you're watching Kill67 Gaming, and we're in January now.
Yes.
So what does that mean?
Month of games.
It certainly is. So, Christmas has been and gone. New Year's been and gone now.
Yes.
So it's time to just have a little recap of what we've done over the last month or so. Probably the best place to start, as we always do, with the games that we picked for each other last month.
Now,
What did you pick for me?
I chose for you The Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
You certainly did. This is a game that neither of us had actually ever played.
I played Oblivion, I believe, which was...
I think you played a bit of it. You didn't play that much of Oblivion.
I didn't play that much, but I did enjoy the small bit of fun that I did play, because I was playing... I started and then I was just like, I'm just going to have a bit of fun for a bit.
And you thought that I would enjoy it?
Well, I thought because Skyrim's highly regarded, I thought, well
Well,
we've
anyway,
got it, so might as well.
I did play it, and we'll show a little bit of gameplay now. So you asked me to play Skyrim, and I did.
How did you find it?
My friend. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really enjoyed my time with it that much. I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I think, firstly, as you can see, I'm dual wielding this two-handed sword there. I think the hit detection on it is dodgy at best, but the other thing is because I wanted to give this a good go, since you asked me to play it this month, I kind of just whizzed through the story. And at this point in the story, you can see I'm having a little bit of trouble with this frost troll. Because
Yeah,
I'm actually
grinded, have you?
I'm only a level 4. Now, I thought, this must just be like a really hard game, but I checked on YouTube to see other people doing playthroughs of it, and I'm at level 4 at this point. Most people, when they get to here, are at about 35 to 45.
You're level 7, actually.
I'm level 7.
It said level 7.
Well, they're usually 35 to 45 at this point, so I'm severely underpowered.
Yeah, well, it's a game of...
Which means that I'm not going to continue on with this save, even though I've put like a good number of hours in there, because I've kind of ruined it already.
Yeah, you kind of need to grind a bit, don't you?
Yeah, but obviously I didn't have the time to grind, but just wanted to play the game, give it a good shot. Like I say, the dodgy hit detection I don't like on it either. There's times where you put your sword straight through an enemy and it doesn't take any energy off them, which is kind of annoying. But it's pretty, looks good. So like I said, during that I didn't really enjoy it that much. I think probably because I blasted through the game
you try to
far
rush
too
it.
quick.
You try to rush through it.
And I just ended up severely underpowered. But it's true what I said about the hitbox. The hit detection on this game is just absolutely appalling. It looks very pretty. There's a story in there somewhere.
Well, maybe they fixed that in the special edition, which is on Game Pass.
Well, I doubt it, because they would have patched the original as well. But I gave it a go. I'm not planning to go back to it anytime soon. If I do, I would have to do a fresh start, because
You did try and rush through it.
you can't go through as underpowered as I ended up being.
Level 7 in a place where people are normally level 30 something.
Right, exactly. Aye.
Yeah, not a good idea.
But I tried it. It was alright. Don't know if I'll go back to it. But you got a great game to play.
Yes.
You got Strange Brigade.
Now this is the game that you asked me to play, wasn't
Yes,
it?
this is Strange Brigade. How did you find it?
I actually found it quite enjoyable. I didn't play much of it. I will say I've done a few missions, but for me it was an enjoyable game, and I think if I was to compare it to anything, it would be if you play Left 4 Dead, but you only had one person in your party, and you couldn't have...
I'm sure you can play this like online.
You can.
If the characters used.
Yeah. So here I am. I've got my special weapons as well. I've got a somewhat of a shotgun rifle because it takes them out in one shot, and then I've got my pistol.
Shotgun. Cheating weapon, it's like a blunderbuss.
Speaking of blunderbuss,
Oh, shut up. You got cheats on?
no, I've opened the chest, I've spent my 500 coins, and I got a blunderbuss.
It's certainly making short work of these skeletons.
Yes.
So you ain't gonna play any more of it?
I probably will. Obviously, at this point, I've moved on to other games, but I'm sure I will come back to it at some point. Yeah, here's my rifle, which is like a shotgun.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it's kind of like a rifle, but it's kind of like a shotgun, in the sense that it's got long range, but you can also shoot properly.
I'll be having that.
Oh, you're doing alright, aren't you?
Yeah. They haven't took out all the enemies yet, though.
That's your kind of game, though,
It is
isn't
my
it?
type of game. So I don't know why I didn't complete it this month. But
Well,
it's always there, I guess.
it's aye. And,
So- I did start it, and I did enjoy my time playing it. And I think that's the main point about this, is finding games which would probably not normally play at times, and seeing if we enjoy it. And for this, it's one of those where I would have got around to it eventually, but I don't know how quick I would have.
I don't know if you ever would have. There's too many games that just sat on shelves
Yeah.
in this collection, which is kind of what this was all about, to get some of these games played. I mean, you done it with me with Skyrim. God knows how long that's been sitting on a shelf and none of us played it.
That's been since probably the start of 2020-ish.
Oh,
I'd
God,
say.
be longer than that, I would say.
Yeah, it's one of those which has been there for ages. So. But either way, I did thoroughly enjoy Strange Brigade, and
I have to say, watching you play it looked like it was a good game.
it was.
Yeah.
So definitely one that I will go back to.
Well,
Now it's time to what we decided to play
we decided
ourselves.
to play ourselves. My first choice wasn't even really much of a choice, because as soon as it came onto Game Pass, I was playing it, and I decided I was going to play a little bit of Dragon Quest XI. I've played a lot of this.
You have indeed, haven't you?
I don't know what happened to Dragon Quest X, because I don't think I've ever seen that one. But I did play an awful lot of Sentinel of Starry Skies, which is 9 on the DS, and this is 11. And you can see here, obviously, I've got quite a good party there. Just got the spells up here, because Serena acts as my mage, and there you go, take that, crabby boy. The other 3 are all about physical attacks, although my character can hit spells as well. But there you go, that's got rid of that big golem as well. I have to say, I really like the art style of this. Akira Toriyama's character design is absolutely brilliant. I love the music as well. It's the original Dragon Quest score, so like the battle themes and all that, but it's been done by the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. So it sounds brilliant.
I noticed that in my short time playing it as well. It all tends to match up as well.
Oh, it's a brilliant.
It fits
game.
perfectly.
I've really got to like the characters and the story as well. Serena cast a little spell there.
Now I'm guessing you've just recently gotten Jade though, haven't you? Because she's not that far leveled.
She's leveled. She's doing fine.
No, but she starts on over 20, so...
She's doing fine. Actually, I'm a little way in. I think I'm about 30 hours in.
Not bad.
So still probably got quite a ways to go.
Yeah.
I'll just take out that enemy there, and just this crab to take out. Do you reckon Serena can take this one out as well?
Hopefully.
Oh,
She missed.
No, she got the last one, so no. She did alright. Let's see if we can just count it now. There we go. Yeah, definitely recommend this. It's on Game Pass if anyone's got that and hasn't played it. I love Dragon Quest. It's a Square Enix RPG, and you always know that you're going to get something nice with a Square Enix RPG.
Because they tend to make really good ones.
But Dragon Quest is so different to everything else that they do. It's absolutely not grounded in any type of realistic graphical style at all. It's very much the cell shaded graphics that you saw there. The enemies are very different as well. Then most of them are not so much threatening as they are cute. It's like it's a very chibi game, but I just love it. And it's the other thing that I quite like about it is different is the hit points. You don't get 9,999 hit points, and do you know it's I don't know. I really like it. Like I said, I've played through it. I think I'm about 30 hours into it now. I've only got 3 of the 6 orbs, and then once I've got them, I'll go off and do something else. So I've still got plenty gaming left in this game yet. So that was what I played. What did you play?
No, I did actually predict this to be in my monthly games in the whole video. So in this in December I played Watchdogs Legion. Now,
you got this on your PS5, didn't you?
yes, I did, and it's an amazing game.
It does look very pretty, I have to say.
Well, I mean, playing it is a very pretty game, and that this is obviously Watchdogs Legion. Here I am. Should have really stayed.
You jumped off that.
I did, but here we are on the quite good run. I found this to be quite enjoyable so far. I've done a bit of it. I've done all the underground MMA fights and everything, and I've got a few other people in my crew, but it's still I'm currently at the bit where it's like I have to do all my other main missions before I can advance in the one that I've already started.
Alright,
So
okay. That's what you're doing here.
This is what I'm currently doing. I'm currently going after Albion's head. Albion being the private military, which is running in London.
Sinister.
Yeah.
You could force the traps to unlock by
Is that in case you go through the door?
That's in case we go through the door. But here's the thing: this mission's actually to get the person who lives here on our side.
They don't seem very friendly.
Well, that's because they're on the run from Albion. So you kind of have to keep safe, don't they? Here we are, just doing a little puzzle, turning all the different pieces about, and obviously gonna have to maybe use some of the separate cameras.
It seems unnecessarily slow.
Well, this is just this portion of the game.
Or is it just you're not good at it?
No, this is because I don't like doing these types of puzzles. But there is parts of the game where you have to stealth first. But this is just one of the side bits. Obviously the MMA underground bits are more fast paced and everything. So
Do you have to get?
you have to make it so that you get not all of them connected, but you need to get enough to get to the end result.
Alright. Do you know what the end result is here? Because you seem to keep doing the same ones over and over again.
Well, that's because I'm trying to get one piece unlocked, which gets to another one. There's one piece unlocked, get that done. Now I just need to get to the other bit. There we go. Turn that around. Make it so that I get power going to that. And there's the end bit.
Alright, okay.
And we'll just disarm the traps there.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
very aesthetically pleasing game.
Is that the best thing you can say about it?
Well, for me, it's amazing. I find it to be very well balanced. It's quite like, obviously, I really enjoyed the other Watchdogs games, and just like the others, I thoroughly have enjoyed my time that I've spent so far on this one. I think for you, it's been watching me play it and being like, oh, you're in London and he has places that I know.
It's
here and there.
recognisable.
Yeah.
But I quite like that. It's a game that I might play myself.
I also quite like the fact that you can have multiple operatives instead of just the one, unlike the other two games, which kind of then, because they have all the different skills and everything, it means you can go at it playing different ways. So for me, I find that to be quite an interesting idea, which is really well made.
So you definitely enjoyed your time with that.
Yeah.
Well, what else have I been playing? God, I've played quite a bit actually this month. I mean, Watch Dogs was something you got the PS5 for Christmas. Another thing that came along at Christmas that I played a little bit of, quite a little bit of, is the Evercade, and I've been playing on that. Well, depending on your preference, it's either Return of or Super Double Dragon. Now I'm playing this on the Evercade.
This is Double Dragon, isn't it?
Well, depending on your preference, it's either Return of Double Dragon or Super Double Dragon. It's obviously...
Not a good starter level, already on half health.
That's alright, I'll still get through it. But you'll probably like this game as well, I would have thought, because it's very much like Streets of Rage and you like that.
Yes.
Obviously this is running at about 16-bit. Oh, see this boomerang guy? You can just do one, because look, he doesn't even let you get up and he's hitting you again. Never mind, still give him a few slaps in the face, that'll get rid of him. And,
well, he's not gone, just yet.
No. This boy in the green looks like he's trying to copy my style though. It's very similar. Can be quite annoying with these old 8 and 16-bit beat 'em ups. How lazy it is with just palette swaps for different characters. But I've never actually seen one of the enemies just be one of the heroes. That's a new one on me. But I was really pleased with how well this captured off the Evercade. It just got an HDMI out on the top. Something that you don't really expect on a handheld, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was Double Dragon, either Return of Double Dragon or Super Double Dragon, depending on what you want it to be.
It's part of the Double Dragon series, let's just put it that way.
On the Evercade, it's a nice little machine, that Evercade. Love the fact that it's got HDMI out as well, so you can play it on the big screen and, of course, capture footage so easily like that. The game itself, pretty bog standard, 16-bit beat 'em up. But if you like them, you like them. You should really try it, because you do like them.
Yes, I do. Another game that I played this in December was FIFA 21 on the Xbox Series X.
Let's have a look then.
Hello.
You got this on the Series X, didn't you?
Yes, this is FIFA 21.
You do like a little bit of Ultimate Team here.
I do.
Really good reading of the
Now
game
this
to
is
win
just the
possession
start of
back.
my Ultimate Team here. So I don't have that good of players. I mean, I do have Kieran Tierney in left back position, but apart from that, it's just
What can he do from here?
unread golds and some bronzes and that. But
They do.
Reasonable
And
goal
you've got
there.
to say they're good value for the lead.
Who's this? John Lundstrom. Got no idea who that is.
there's David Beckham there. Who everyone gets for free.
Well, here it is
Well,
again.
if
He
they played in
does
a
so
certain
well
amount of
to
time.
slip past his
Right,
man,
okay.
left him stranded,
Yeah,
but then
for
there's
free.
still plenty
You
to
get
do
him for
from
free.
here.
Is that
There
always
are all
what?
sorts of pressure
Well,
from the
you
defender.
can't trade him
Just
either,
about keeps him at bay
and it's from his
finishes
time
with a
in
plonk.
Real Madrid.
Great goal. 1-0 then.
But this is me doing the Team of the Week squad battle, so
Right, okay. Does this mean that you'll be team of the week?
Good defending.
That means that EA choose players who get upgrades on their cards, and then in the squad battles you can then face that team and see who's in there, and then you get them in packs or you can get them off the transfer market. And that's it. Go by David Beckham.
Oh, you think you'll be doing all right.
Yeah.
Well, you could be critical of the defending, but let's focus on the great play. Capped off with a superb, calm, calculated finish. So 2-0 now.
So is this FIFA any different to any other FIFA that you played for the last however many years?
Well,
No.
it is in points. I think Ultimate Team, it changed on consoles that weren't the Nintendo Switch. It changed on FIFA 20 because there was no cups and everything that you could win and with your club and everything. But without that, it's still fine because you can do squad battles and every week you get a reward for your rank and everything. And then for me, it's just whereas it's like a better version of what's already came. So it's kind of like
But you say it's better. Let's be fair. It looks like exactly the same game. It just looks a bit prettier because you're playing on Series X.
looks a bit prettier and it's got updated squads and teams and everything.
That's all they do every year. They sell you the same game year after year. They just change the names of the people that's in the team. Anyway, you got it. And you do enjoy
I
it.
do enjoy it. So what else have you played then?
What else have I played? Let me have a think. Oh, I'll tell you what. I did go back to. Came back onto PS Now after being off for a while, and I played it a lot when it was on the first time, and it's an excellent game. God knows why it's taken me so long to get back to it. I should have just bought a copy of the game.
Yeah.
It's Horizon Zero Dawn. I've gone back to this.
This is we recently got this at Christmas, and it's also back on PS Now.
That is high. I did play it on PS Now when it was on. I didn't realise how long ago that was. Though. And
That was the beginning of 2020.
Well, oh, this one. This is Corrupted Machine's dead. Watch this. Didn't even see it coming. But I got quite a way into the game and then obviously went off PS Now and didn't play it again.
Because we didn't have a physical
I
copy.
think I've missed its eye there.
I think you've definitely missed the time.
Take it down anyway, not a problem.
The other one's coming out.
Its friends coming to have a little investigate while I just sneak up and maybe spear it through the chest. Would that be unacceptable? I think.
I think it has.
Doesn't matter.
It's from Man U.
My Aloy can take it out, not a problem.
Yeah, you got a trophy.
Just loot it of everything it's got as well. You know, I really had forgot how much I enjoyed this game. It's great, sort of action RPG, stealth, adventure game. It's got little bits of everything, and I still think that Aloy's a really likeable character. I love the setting of it with the machines roaming wild and what have you.
And it looks very nice as well.
I think it's one of the best looking games on the PS4. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Sony really did smash it out of the park with the PS4 exclusives.
Well, Sony tend to do really well with their exclusives on any of their consoles.
And now that we've got the PS5, I can't wait for the sequel to Horizon.
Yes.
Because that'll come out, and if you thought it looked good on PS4,
Imagine what it's going to look like with 4K
absolutely
ray
amazing,
tracing.
especially because it's going to be first party, so it's going to be completely built from the ground up for the PS5. It'll just be absolutely amazing.
And if they've done anything like what they've done with the Spider-Man game, then I believe with Miles Morales, if you got the Ultimate Edition, you got a remaster. So they might actually do a remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'm not sure that I'll go back and play the whole game again.
No, but
It's a big old game,
but
but you might play it.
I might play it in that way because obviously then you get to play the new Horizon and then I would get experience the Horizon which you've played through, but in a better aesthetic appeal.
Yeah. So what else have you played?
Well, this one I've played and I've completed and I've 100%ed it. I have played Astra's Playroom.
Oh, you have, haven't you? Let's have a look. This is
Astra's Playroom
this just comes
with the PS.
pre-installed on the
yeah.
PS5. And I think is it more of a tech demo for what the DualSense can do?
It's what the DualSense can do, but it's also a very good game.
A lot of people have said that. It's a surprisingly good game.
And it even takes you through the history of all the PlayStation consoles and just through PlayStation as a whole.
That looks interesting, for sure.
Now this game actually has a ton of game references, this one being Pain. And
I remember playing that in the
at
day.
the start that was the Buster Sword, which was Cloud's weapon. But no, I found it quite enjoyable and I've even platinumed it already.
Yeah.
Yes. I got actually 100% of all trophies. There's the add-on one, which has 3 or 4, and then got the platinum, which has all the bits from the game.
So have we ever seen Astra before, or is this the first time we've seen an Astra?
I think this is first time, obviously just going past the kill zone people. No, for this, I think it's the first time I've seen Astra, but it's definitely a good game, I think.
Is it not like an Astra VR game or something?
I'm not sure. But it's a fun game either way, and it does have the portions where it does use the entire DualSense properly and everything, so...
But let's be fair, apart from Sony first party, anything else can use it.
Yeah, to be fair, some more. There we go.
So, how was it?
Well, I think by my trophy completion, I would say that I've thoroughly enjoyed this game.
And I think there's a lot of people have been really surprised with this because it comes pre-installed on every single PS5.
And even then, it's free.
And well, because it comes pre-installed on every PS5, so it's like, and it essentially all it is like a tech demo to show off what the DualSense controller can do. But everyone who's played it seems to think this is just an amazing game. You're one of them.
Yes, it's an amazing game. I think the fact that you can just go through it at multiple times, find new references to games. I mean, there's all types from stuff like Killzone to Death Stranding to Final Fantasy and even Gravity Rush and everything. And there was even the sequel level, which was an original tech demo reference.
Oh, the one, yeah,
the T-Rex
the
one.
T-Rex, that was the original PlayStation tech demo.
I also found it quite good going through and just finding the artifacts, obviously just being different parts and everything to different consoles, so like in different levels you might get the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, all the way up to PlayStation 5. So I found it very enjoyable. Obviously the start of it's just showing you what the controller can do, but it also incorporates that very well into its different segments in the game. So.
But you've really been impressed with like the gyroscope and the is it the adaptive triggers?
The adaptive triggers and
all that
everything.
Sort of. So it remains to be seen whether anyone apart from Sony really makes use of that, because
To be fair,
because most companies are going to be making for the Series X as well, and because the Series X doesn't have the adaptive triggers, I don't think it's got the gyroscope in it either.
well, to be fair,
Possibly not
Watchdogs
get used.
Legion has adaptive trigger functions.
Does it?
So when you pull on the trigger of the gun, it has a bit of resistance, but
And the thing with the touchpad as well, I mean that was never really used on the PS4 either.
No.
And then I think this is where Sony and Microsoft need to get their heads smashed together, because there's no point in developing these things that the other one doesn't have, because third-party developers just simply won't use them because they're using the same code for both versions of the game.
But saying that, if Sony does continue with their first-party games to do this, the new Horizon coming out might actually use adaptive triggers and
I
everything.
think there's a very good chance that I will.
Yeah. I think it'll be a very enjoyable function in the games that do use it, and for those who don't, it won't be as noticeable for many. Obviously, going back and playing games that haven't used them because this is a new thing. So I feel as if it'll be a very good function to the dual sensor.
One other game that I've sunk a little bit of time into this last month, I think we'll show a little bit of it now, is one that kind of flew under the radar that I knew very little about, came on PlayStation Now, downloaded it, had a go, and just thought it was excellent. It's Wreckfest. Now, I do like a driving game, and this one is... this one's actually lots of fun. You'll notice that we're not playing supercars here, but this game it reminds me so much of Destruction Derby 2 on the PlayStation 1, which was just awesome.
This is just run on PS Plus in the December time.
No, not PS Plus, PS Now. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant fun. Like I say, updated Destruction Derby 2. This is a stock car race. Actually, I don't know if I should say stock car race, because if there's anyone watching in America, their stock cars different. They've got NASCAR over there. Whereas like over here, stock car racing is crappy old beat up bangers. This is like the best cars that they've got. But it's like banger racing basically. There is also the big bowls, where you just have to smash into each other and be the last man standing. And quite amusingly, you get to do that on petrol lawnmowers as well. Might have overcooked that corner a little bit.
You might have just.
And took a bit of a shunt up the backside there as well. Somebody might have gone through there. I'll just follow them through.
You really aren't good at driving.
I'm brilliant at it. Look.
Clearly not.
Right, well, quite clearly I'm better than 14 other cars. I'm second of 16, and I'll just ease him. Oh look, ease him into the barrier. There you go.
Nearly spun out there.
I know, nearly eased myself into the barrier, but that's okay. Let's do banger racing. But yeah, the graphics are brilliant on it, and like I say, loved Destruction Derby 2. Was always gutted that we didn't get a follow up to it, but it seems that finally we've got a spiritual successor, and I couldn't be happier. It's just complete mindless fun, but brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. It's not about like collecting supercars and what have you. It's just about arcade fun, which is just, you need that sometimes.
Now you've been taking these corners quite recklessly.
Can drive. I'm doing fine. Somebody obviously isn't. There's a few.
I wonder why.
A few bits of car on the track.
Maybe one of the cars that you rammed into the barricade.
Maybe. But there you go. There's the finish line, and that'll be a win. So I mean, you saw the gameplay. You heard me say it over the gameplay there. This is Destruction Derby 3. In all but name, it's a game that I'm so pleased that I found. I love the smash into each other destruction bowl levels on it. I love the racing on it. When you're racing, you can actually weaken your opponent's cars to the point where they blow up. Brilliant game. Anyone who played Destruction Derby 2, if you're like me and you didn't know this game exists, it absolutely does. If you've got PlayStation Now, you can download it for free on your PS4 or PS5. I think it'll be backwards compatible on that.
Backwards compatible.
Yeah, if you love Destruction Derby 2, you have to give it a go. It's a game that I feel like I've been waiting over 20 years to play, and just really thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. It's mindless fun, but it's fun. And
well, that's something that I think everyone can look forward to in games, though, isn't it?
That's what games are supposed to be. They're not supposed to be taken too seriously, although some are nowadays, aren't they? But
yeah, I think esports also drives that as well, and online multiplayer.
Well, there is a bit of that as well.
So
that's what we've played this month.
Yes.
So it comes to the time of the video where we choose a game for each other to play over the coming month. Now,
What have you chosen for me then?
I thought that I would actually be really nice to you, and I'm going to choose for you a game that you got for Christmas that you probably go and play anyway. Because you know the Christmas came and you got a lot of games. We really need to get through them. So I didn't see much point in throwing in an old game. So like I say, we'll play one, or we'll give you one to play that you got for Christmas, and it is right here. You're going to be playing on the Nintendo Switch. The Atelier game you got, is it Nelky and the
Legendary Alchemists.
Legendary Alchemists. I'm sure you'll really like
I
that.
probably will, and for a Nintendo Switch game, it means that if you're watching anything or playing anything, I can still play my games as well.
Well, you can do that anyway because it's the 2 TV setup.
Well, yeah, but if you're watching something, playing something,
Or from watching TV and playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for you, I've chosen a game which I believe you will thoroughly enjoy, because you've said this, like, you would try it and everything and you would probably enjoy it. So another game that we've just gotten recently for Christmas is Star Wars Squadrons.
That makes me very happy because I was going to play that anyway. Strap on the VR headset and I'm sure I'll have an absolute blast with that. Thank you.
Yes.
So that is it for this month. We'll definitely have some fun over the next few weeks playing through these games.
Maybe some reoccurrences.
Well, we shall see. I think there probably will be, because obviously
will
I've
be.
still got Dragon Quest to get through.
And you've still got Horizon.
And Horizon to get
So,
through.
yeah.
And I haven't finished Wreckfest yet either.
No.
And
Yours is pretty much just going to be the same.
If we stay in lockdown, then I'll probably have time to play some games.
Yeah.
Although bloody key worker, I have to go to work every day. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you haven't already,
Give us a like, a share, and a subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload. And we will see you in the next video.